Yung Aqua Data po, ang corporation was organized when? Kailan po, kung maalala nyo?
Hindi ko masyadong maalala eh.
Hindi mo maalala?
Opo.
Okay.
Medyo matagal na po eh.
Medyo matagal na.
Opo.
Okay, so ito na lang. Maalala nyo na nagbigay kayo ng advances to the municipality sa munisipyo.
Advance?
Nagbigay kayo ng 2 million ba yun na advance or something una?
Nung una, meron ho.
Meron.
Po.
Ang 2 million na yun, maalala nyo ba kung kailan nyo binigay? Hindi din. Hindi na.
Sa totoo lang ho, sobrang tagal na po.
Okay. Sige lang, okay lang. But you confirm na binigyan nyo ng 2 million si Mayor?
Hindi ho. Hindi
Ang
po,
LGU,
hindi,
LGU.
LGU po.
Para bayaran yung kuryente ba yun or something?
Yes po.
Okay. So, ano ba yan? Yung funds na yun, personal mo ba na pera or pera ng corporation?
Personal pera ko po.
Personal na pera mo. So, in advance mo lang sa munisipyo para mabayaran?
Hindi ko in-advance.
I mean,
Hindi ko in-advance po.
tulong lang?
Opo.
Tulong lang?
Opo.
Ganun. Para bayaran ng munisipyo yung kuryente nila?
Opo.
Ba't mo naman naisip, Mr. Tan, out of the goodness of your heart, bigyan mo lang ng 2 million yung munisipyo?
Hindi ko binigay. Pahiram po.
Pahiram ba yan? Was it a loan? Parang pinautang nyo?
Pahiram na ho.
Pahiram.
Opo.
Okay. Sige. Wow. So, pinahiram mo yung munisipyo?
Opo.
May agreement ba kayo? May kasulatan ba kayo na that would show na ito ay pahiram?
Parang wala po eh.
Wala.
Parang wala po.
So, paano mo binigay? Was it by bank transfer? Cash na binigay mo? O ano?
Hindi po. Manager checks po.
Manager's check, no?
Opo.
And so, maalala mo, wala kayong agreement. Walang papel na pinirmahan ninyo at saka yung kung sino man ang tumanggap ng manager's check mo na nagpapatunay na ito ay pinahiram mo lang sa munisipyo.
Wala po.
Wala. So, binigay mo lang yung cheque, in-encash naman ni munisipyo.
Opo.
At binayad naman sa kuryente.
Opo.
Okay. Sa pagkaalala mo, no? As far as you remember.
Memories.
Yes. I understand. Now, other than yung 2 million pesos, Mr. Tan, meron din daw kayong 20 million na binigay sa munisipyo. Pahiram din.
Opo.
Pahiram din na 20 million.
Opo.
So, total po is 22 million na po.
Opo.
Now, tanong lang po. Again, nabayaran na ba kayo ng munisipyo sa 22 million mo?
Hindi, nung 20 million, hindi po sa akin personal po.
Okay. Kanino yan?
Yung kay chairman po namin.
Chairman ng ano po?
Aqua Data po.
So, Aqua Data na ang nagpahiram?
Hindi po. Yung sa chairman po namin ho.
So, personal funds niya rin?
Opo.
Pinahiram niya yung munisipyo ng 20 million. Sa'yo, 2 million. Sa kanya, 20 million. Tama ba?
Opo.
Okay. Now, yung chairman na yun, malala mo ba pangalan nun? Sino yun?
Si Joseph Yu po.
Sino?
Joseph Yu.
Joseph Yu. Siya yung chairman of the board of Aqua Data ba? Tama ba?
Opo.
So, at that time, I'm assuming na na-organize na yung korporasyon na Aqua Data nung pagbigay niya ng 20 million.
Hindi pa po.
Hindi pa?
Hindi pa po.
So, hindi pa siya chairman nun?
Hindi. Siya nag-ano po na... Ano ba yun?
Ano yun?
Nagpa-utang ho.
Okay nga, but hindi pa na-organize yung Aqua Data. So, wala pang Aqua Data at that time.
Opo.
So, personal niya rin na pera yun?
Opo.
Personal na. Pinahiram din sa munisipyo?
Opo.
Wala ka namang alam kung may kasulatan to or like agreement na it should show na utang to.
Sila pong makausap po yun eh.
Ano yan?
Sila pong makausap na po yun.
Hindi ko naintindihan.
Pakilapit-lapit lang po yung...
Sila pong makausap po.
Sila po ang
Pakilapit
magkausap.
ng microphone, please.
Sila ng mayor or some...
LGU po.
LGU ang kausap. Okay. Now, sige. So, let's stick to your 2 million na lang. Yung 2 million ninyo, nabayaran na kayo?
Opo.
Paano binayad sa'yo ng munisipyo?
Ano po?
How did the municipality pay you yung 2 million mo?
Hindi ko
Cash din ba? Cheque ba? What?
check din yata po eh.
Cheque din yata. But hindi mo na
Hindi ko
maalala.
po, sa totoo, hindi
You're not
po
sure.
na-
You're not sure
hindi ko
anymore.
not sure ho.
Kasi matagal na yun, di ba?
Opo.
Wala namang interest pagbayad nila.
Yun lang hindi ko po alam. Yung 2 million wala po yata eh.
Walang interest.
Opo.
So nagpapautang kayo, walang interest lang. Hindi nyo alam kung may interest o wala.
Opo.
Pwede pa utang.
Hindi ako sure talaga. Hindi po ako sure.
Hindi ka sure? Okay.
Opo.
Okay.
Medyo
Pero,
mahirap pong
negosyante po ba kayo? Negosyante kayo?
Opo.
Negosyante kayo?
Opo.
Anong business nyo po?
Hardware ho.
Hardware. Pinapautang ka rin ng mga suppliers mo sa hardware.
Opo.
Usually may terms yan, di ba? 30 days, 60 days, o
Opo.
ano ba? Nakakautang ka naman.
Opo.
Tapos binabayaran mo rin.
Opo.
Okay. So, just like dito sa munisipyo, so out of the goodness of your heart, pinautang mo ng 2 million para mabayaran yung kuryente at para magpatuloy po yung serbisyo ng munisipyo. Tama po ba?
Opo.
Okay. Ano ang relation mo with Mayor Dolor?
Kaibigan ho.
Kaibigan mo.
Opo.
Since when? Matagal mo ng kaibigan to?
Hindi ho.
Hindi.
Hindi masyado.
Hindi masyado. But at the time nung pinautang mo yung munisipyo,
Kaibigan ko na po.
kaibigan mo na.
Opo.
Alright. Ano naman siya ba kausap mo nung pag-decide mo na tulungan yung munisipyo?
Hindi ho.
Sino kausap mo?
Si former mayor po.
Yung former mayor.
Opo.
So hindi pa si Dolor ang mayor that time?
Dolor din ho.
Dolor. Kaano ni current mayor po?
Tatay po.
Tatay niya. Okay. So, yung anak ang kaibigan mo at yung tatay ang...
Kaibigan ko yung tatay.
Kaibigan mo rin yung tatay.
Yung tatay nung talaga kaibigan ko.
Okay. So, sige. So, since negosyante ka sa area na yon, minabuti mong ipahiram muna ng 2 million para hindi maputulan ng kuryente yung munisipyo. Ha? So, nung Aquadata nung tinayo na yung Aquadata, incorporator ka ba?
Opo.
Ha?
Opo.
Opo. So, member ka ng korporasyon na yon.
Opo.
So, hindi pa kasama sa usapan nyo with Mayor Dolor, the father, at that time na may interest yung Aquadata sa pag-acquire ng water district.
Wala pa po ako dito po.
Wala pa Aquadata that time. So, ano mo lang, sarili mo lang na as a businessman na nagpapautang ka, walang interest sa munisipyo para hindi maputulan yung munisipyo ng kuryente.
Opo.
Tama. Okay. Now, itong mga pautang mo, walang agreement, no? Sa pagkaalala mo, walang...
Baka ano ko po.
Yes, oo.
Kung meron ho, di sasabihin
Okay.
ko ho.
So, sa pagkaalala mo naman, walang ordinansya ba? Walang resolusyon ang sanggunian na ino-authorize yung mayor na magtanggap ng natanggapin yung 2 million na pinautang mo sa kanila.
Wala po.
Wala. So, usapang kaibigan lang na pautang ko to. Bigay ko to sa munisipyo para mabayaran yung kuryente. Walang interest to, di ba? Sabi mo? Okay. No. Kailan ka nabayaran ng munisipyo? Was it before or after na-organize yung Aquadata at before or after pinaalam ng Aquadata na may interest sila sa water district?
Hindi ko maalala.
Hindi mo na maalala?
Sa tagal na po.
Sa tagal na,
Opo.
di ba? Pero yung utang mo, yung utang ng munisipyo, tumagal ba o madali lang nabayaran? Dali lang na nabayaran?
Parang ho.
Parang what?
Parang mabilis lang ho.
Mabilis lang. So, yung 2 million na ibalik agad sa inyo.
Baka
Ha?
po.
Okay. Now, sa pagkaalala niyo po, yung Aquadata, magkano bang ano nun? Ang amount ng pag-incorporate nun? Yung initial capital ng Aquadata, kung maalala niyo.
Hindi ho ba?
Hindi mo na maalala. Magkano ang ininvest mo dun sa Aquadata, kung maalala mo rin?
Hindi ho maalala.
Hindi mo na maalala. So, hindi mo maalala yung investment mo, hindi mo maalala kung kailan ka binayaran ni Mayor, at hindi mo rin maalala kung kailan kayo nagka-interest. Yun sa...
Pero medyo matagal na po.
Yeah, I understand. I understand po. I'm not saying na, no, I'm just saying na medyo matagal na at hindi mo na maalala. Na, yung specific dates, kung kailan ka binayaran, at saka yung ano. Now, ito lang yung question ko, no? Kasi nagka-interest yung Aquadata sa water district eh. At sa tingin mo ba, nagkaroon kayo ng unfair advantage po in getting that contract sa water district dahil pinautang nyo yung munisipyo?
Hindi ho naman.
Hindi naman.
Opo.
So kasi kung hindi mo pinautang, mapuputulan sana ng kuryente yung munisipyo, tama ba?
Opo.
Malaking kahihiyan yan sa administration, di ba? Kung maputulan ng kuryente yung...
Tulong ho sa bayan.
Tulong sa bayan, oo nga,
Opo.
oo nga. But it would put the LGU in a very embarrassing situation kung ang munisipyo mismo ay naputulan ng kuryente. Tama ba? Mapapahiya sila.
Tunay po.
Yes. Kaya nga tinulungan mo para hindi mapahiya din yung munisipyo, di ba?
Opo.
At kaya para patuloy yung serbisyo ng munisipyo.
Opo.
Nagpasalamat ba si Mayor sa inyo? Ha?
Meron na naman ho.
Nag-thank you naman siguro, di ba? Ang thank you naman ay hindi by way of the contract
Hindi
na
ho naman
ibenta
ho.
ko yung water district sa
Hindi
inyo.
ho naman ho.
Hindi naman.
Hindi naman ho.
Hindi naman. So, yun, tulong mo lang at si Mayor naman nagpasalamat lang at binayaran kayo na walang interest yung pautang ninyo sa munisipyo.
Opo.
Okay. So, now, so yun, nakuha nyo nga yung water district. Now, yung water district, sa reports ng COA, palugi eh. Tama po ba?
Hindi ko po alam.
Hindi mo alam.
Opo.
Pero member ka ng incorporator ka, stockholder ka, di ba? Hindi ba?
Pinag-aralan po namin dahil ng maraming...
Presidente ka nga pala.
Pinag-aralan po namin, maraming ginawa po kami para rehab po. Maraming din ginastos.
Okay. Ang tanong ko lang po is, sa pagkaalam mo, ilang taon kayo presidente ng Aquadata?
6 years.
6 years.
6 or 7 po.
So from the start na nakuha niyo yung kontrata sa Water District, ikaw yung presidente. Tama mo ba?
Tama po.
Yes. No? So for 6 years as president of the corporation, hindi niyo alam na palugi yung operations ng Water District?
Hindi po.
Hindi mo alam?
Hindi po. Hindi ho, siyempre, hindi ho ako nakikinom sa mga yan naman eh.
So, hindi mo na alam kung kumikita kayo, Aquadata?
Kumikita sa Aquadata. Dahil marami na kami na rehab.
At marami kayo na rehab. Maalala niyo rin po ba na yung Water District before kinuha ng Aquadata ay kumikita pa rin? It's earning.
Hindi po. Hindi ko po alam.
Hindi mo alam?
Abo.
So, pumasok kayo ng negosyo na hindi mo pinag-aaralan?
Hindi, pinag-aaralan po muna namin bago kinuha.
So kung pinag-aralan niyo po, bakit hindi niyo alam na kumikita yung Water District prior to the entry of Aquadata?
Maraming leaks noon eh.
Maraming ano yun?
Leaks.
Leaks?
Opo.
Okay, but yung leaks naman, ang mag-matter niyan, yung financial statement ng korporasyon or ng kooperatiba that time, yung Water District, di ba?
Opo.
At makikita mo yan kung kumikita ba o hindi. Supposedly. Sa financial statements pa lang. Without even looking at the leaks. No? Okay, so napag-take over ng Aquadata, sabi ni COA, kumikita pa ng, how much yun COA prior to the takeover of Aquadata?
Yung isang year na lang po, prior to 2008. So,
Yes.
2007 po, meron pong the Bawan Waterworks System was operating with income po. 5.8 million po yata yung net income nila.
Mr. Tan, 5.8 million daw yung kinikita ng Water District before nag-take over si Aquadata.
Sir,
5.8 million daw yung kinita ng Water District before nag-take over si Aquadata.
sir, di ba puputulan po sila
Ng ano po?
ng kurente po?
Okay.
Ayaw ko kung bakit ganun nga ho eh.
May kita pero napuputulan ng kuryente.
Opo.
So hindi niyo rin maintindihan bakit ganon.
Yes.
So it's really a question of management po siguro, di ba? Paano nila manage? Kasi paano ka kikita
Hindi.
at the same time hindi ka capable of paying your obligations like kuryente mo.
Kasi minana na yan eh, mana-mana
Ano yan?
po. Minana na sa ang mana-mana po sa admin.
Ng ibang administration.
Opo.
So, minana nila yung 5.8 million na income.
Opo, hindi naman nagbabayad sila ng kuryente.
Oo.
Parang silang kukuha ng tubig.
Oh, kaya nga.
Puputulan talaga na sila ng tubig.
Kaya nga po, but sinabi ni COA may kitang 5.8 million. So, ang question po nito is mismanaged po sila, siguro. Kasi bakit siya kumikita ng 5.8 million at hindi niya mababayaran yung kuryenteng 2 million lang?
Baka po.
Yes. Ano, kaya pumasok si Aqua Data.
Opo.
Kayo ang nag-propose na pasukin natin yung water district.
Hindi po, nakapaskid ho.
Naka-ano?
Nakapaskid po.
Okay. So, na may notice na i-bid out itong, ibibenta itong water district.
Opo.
Nakita nyo na siguro it's a way to help your municipality din.
Hindi, may consultant po kami doon eh.
Okay. Anong sabi ng consultant nyo?
Pinag-aralan po nila.
Pinag-aralan nila.
Opo.
Na ano to, magandang opportunity to, business opportunity.
May opportunity that po. Saka pumasok po.
Okay. So, itong opportunity sa to, nakita ko, based on the COA reports, maganda yung opportunity eh. Kasi, you took over an earning entity, kumikita ng 5.8 million year prior to the takeover of Aqua Data. And at the same time, sa kontrata na yon, si LGU pa ang babayad ng personal services, pasweldo. Tama mo ba?
Hindi ho. Ang pagkakamali daw ng lang ho, yung una, gusto kong kunin yung mga resibo, tao, hindi lang pumayag ang treasurer.
Gusto mong kunin yung ano? Ulitin nyo nga po.
Yung pasweldo ng tao, at saka nung sweldong tao, sabi ko, gagamitin na yung sa amin.
So ikaw pa ikaw pa yung nagsabi sa treasurer na kami na magpapasweldo sa mga tao?
Hindi po.
Ano?
Yung tao tao ko pong gagamitin na po.
Tao mo?
Opo.
So meaning, hindi na employees ng water district?
Hindi ho. Opo.
Okay. So,
Ayaw pumayag po si Tres. Wala daw band.
walang ano?
Walang band.
Walang band ang
Opo.
ano po?
Ang tao namin.
Tao. Ninyo.
Opo.
Ilang tao po yun?
4 po.
4. This is to take over the functions of yung personnel, no? Yung
Opo.
mga nagpapatakbo ng day-to-day operations of
Opo.
the ano. So, ang ending po is ang munisipyo pa rin ang
Yes po.
nagbabayad ng sweldo ng mga taong 4 na.
Opo.
Kasi hindi sila pumayag.
Hindi ho sila pumayag po eh.
Hindi sila pumayag at nag-insist sila na sila pa rin babayad sa sweldo. Tama mo ba?
Opo. Sabi ko kay treasurer, sa amin na nga,
Oo.
para less na kanina function po.
Oo. So, jackpot kayo nun. Kasi, binili nyo na yung korporasyon,
Hindi,
sila pa rin nagbabayad ng sweldo.
binili pa.
Ano?
Management contract pa po yun.
Management contract. Kaya nga,
Hindi pa nabibili po.
hindi pa nabili at that
Opo,
time.
Opo.
But jackpot pa rin. Kasi di ba, yung munisipyo pa rin nagpapasweldo eh. So, advantage yun sa inyo. Kasi hindi nyo pinapasweldoan yung 4 na tao na sinasabi mong gusto mong palitan sana.
Opo.
Di ba? Ilang taon yun na yung munisipyo napapasweldo?
2 years na po.
Ano?
2 years.
2 years. So, 2 years kayong...
Nung paalala ko po,
Hindi
ko sure.
Hindi exact.
Hindi ko ba exact, siyempre.
I understand, sir.
Tatagal na po.
Kasi matagal na,
Opo.
di ba? So, sa pagkaalala nyo, parang 2 taon kayong nag-i-enjoy na yung mga personal po, ng water district.
Hindi naman nag-enjoy ho.
Anong tawag mo dun?
Hindi naman nag-enjoy.
Ano ang tawag mo dun? Yung gobyerno nagpapasweldo sa tao na tinake over nyo sa management contracts. Anong tawag nyo po? Sir? Grasya. O ano ba? Hulog ng Diyos. O ano ba? Ang tawag yan? Hindi naman yun. Like taking undue advantage of the government who is so kind and generous to you na sila pa nag-insist na sila patuloy magpapasweldo sa mga taong yun for 2 years. Hindi ba yun unjust enrichment po? Attorney, si municipal admin, no? You are a lawyer, di ba? I'm just asking your opinion po as a municipal administrator so I can end my questioning kasi matagal na tong questions ko kay Herbert Tan. Ma'am, 2 years po, no, na yung munisipyo ang nagpapasweldo sa staff supposedly of the water district. And wouldn't that be taking undue advantage of the generosity of the municipality ba?
Your Honor, from my understanding po, what Mr. Herbert Tan was talking about was the management contract. Tama
Management
nga po.
contract pa that time,
Management
yeah.
contract.
Yes.
And under the management contract po, the employees po are still under the payroll of the local government unit. The reason why, I suppose, Your Honor, ay dahil po sa ruling din na kailangan po ay banded po ang ating mga collectors. Kaya hindi po pwedeng under the payroll of a private entity yun po mga collectors natin.
Pero ito lang yung nakuha ko from Mr. Tan eh. Siya mismo nag-offer na siya na magpasweldo sa mga taong ipapasok niya sana. No, meaning, even under that management contract, he was earning enough to cover the wages of these people. Kasi siya na nga nag-volunteer eh. And from his mouth din, from his words, is that it was the treasurer who refused this offer. Now, wouldn't that be siguro super advantageous to the person who got that contract?
We understand, Mr.
Yes or no?
It would seem that way, Your Honor.
It is actually, di ba?
However, Your Honor, if I may po.
Yeah, go ahead.
Siguro po, ang iniisip po din ni Treasurer is magkakaproblema din po kami if in case, because I assume, based on the management contract, it was explicitly expressed po, Your Honor, that the employees are still under the payroll po ng LGU. And kung ang collector po ay under the payroll of the LGU, dapat po talaga ay banded sila.
Yes, I understand na that was part of the contract. That's why I was saying also na in the previous hearings pa, sinabi ko na this guy got a sweetheart deal eh. Kasi siya nga willing to pay for the salaries, meaning included na sa kinikita niya, kaya niyang pagpasweldohan yung mga tao. But he got a contract which states na kami pa rin magpapasweldo sa mga taong yan. No? From the LGU side.
Yes, Your Honor.
So medyo ano talaga, I mean, okay, yung sobra pa sa, Chairman Akop, ano ba tawag mo dyan sa contract na yan? Di ba? It's a sweetheart deal ba? Yes, it's a sweetheart contract, di ba? Na everything is in favor of the party na pumasok into that contract, no? So anyway, my co-findings naman po, and that COA has properly addressed this issue naman, di ba, na flagging it, right? COA? Okay. So sige. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Madam Attorney from the Solicitor General's Office, if an LGU leases a property of public dominion without complying with the legal requirements, what are its legal repercussions?
Then, Your Honor, the lease is void, Your Honor, and the acts of the local government unit is ultra vires, Your Honor.
All succeeding acts by the local government unit would be considered illegal. Would that be correct?
Since the primordial act, Your Honor, of leasing the property is illegal or void from the beginning, then all acts emanating from it are also void, Your Honor.
Thank you. Therefore, it is void ab initio and does not create certain enforceable obligations. Would that be correct also?
As a general rule, yes, Your Honor. because the primordial act of leasing is void ab initio, Your Honor.
Now, in your answer to the Honorable Flores, it seems that there are no longer remedies available. Would that be correct also?
Remedies, Your Honor, with because the question posed to us is how can the public plaza be restored to its original state or its original purpose? So that was the focus of our answer, Your Honor. That in order to restore the public plaza to its original purpose, that is for public use or for public service, then an ordinance must be enacted reaffirming the public use of the plaza and declaring the lease void ab initio, Your Honor.
In order to bring it back to its former use, we have to invalidate or the contract entered into by the municipal government of Bawan. How would we do that?
Through Your Honor, it is void ab initio, Your Honor. So the ordinance would in effect be a pronouncement or a declaration reaffirming the public use of the public plaza and declaring the lease contract entered into by the LGU as void, Your Honor.
That would be the remedy in order to bring the use back to its former use.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Now, would you agree, Madam, that the irregular lease of public property may constitute violations also of the anti-graft and corrupt practices?
If the lease, Your Honor, is illegal, then it can give rise to liability under pertinent laws, Your Honor, including the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act, Your Honor.
Well, it's already void ab initio, as you have stated.
If applied to this particular case, yes, then yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Vice Chair Kit.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Madam, anong pangalan? What's your name again? Sorry, I didn't get it.
Sarah Cruz, Your Honor.
Okay, yeah. Ma'am Cruz po. If it is, kung void ab initio siya, so parang there's no need to reclassify it back because it wasn't reclassified at all in the first place. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, anong mangyari sa building na tinayo nila? Would the builder be considered a builder in bad faith? Kasi hindi naman properly changed yung classification ng property?
Your Honor, under the local government code, through the same ordinance, the local chief executive can be authorized by the Sanggunian to remove the improvements, any improvements that were introduced into the property that was not validly reclassified or that was illegally leased, Your Honor.
Kasi ang problema ko dito po is that the persons who illegally entered or reclassified yung property are the same persons in authority ngayon eh. 'Di ba? I don't think that they will condemn their own actions, 'di ba? Hindi nila parang lulutuin sarili nila sa sariling mantika or something like that, no? So, kasi ab initio from the very beginning mali na siya eh, 'di ba? So it's as if there was no valid contract to build or anything in that plaza. It's as if walang change in the nature or the classification of that property. So dapat for public use pa rin yun. It cannot be used by any private entity. Tama po bang pagkaintindi ko, no? Ma'am Cruz?
Your Honor, with respect to that, we do understand that it might be quite difficult since the same persons in authority who entered into the lease contract are the ones who would be obliged, if ever, to to call for the removal of the
To undo what
improvements.
they have done.
Yes, Your Honor. But we should also take note, Your Honor, that as I have previously mentioned, this is actually a delegated authority to the local government units. So the main body that has the power to reclassify, for example, is Congress. So as a delegated authority, then Congress can do whatever the local government unit can do, Your Honor.
Okay, but sa discussion natin kanina, sinabi niyo po na it cannot belatedly reclassify it. Kasi since it's a delegated authority, dapat it must be strictly complied with. No? Dapat prior to the change in it or prior to any contract that was entered with it, dapat change na yung classification. It cannot be done belatedly.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi nga, it's a delegated authority and it must be strictly complied with.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, kung ang LGU would refuse to parang reclassify it to its original state, it being an act which is, as you said, was void ab initio, meaning illegal from the very beginning. So ang remedy would be to compel the local government unit to bring it back to its original classification. Tama po ba?
Your Honor, yes, that's one remedy. They can be compelled to do that. But as I have previously stated, Your Honor, as a delegated authority, the body or the authority that delegated those powers can do whatever the local government as the delegatee can do.
So you're suggesting that Congress reclassify it back to a plaza?
It's not really, Your Honor, a reclassification. It's more of an affirmation.
That it has not been reclassified?
Yes, and that the plaza remains to be a property of the public domain
Okay.
for public use, Your
So,
Honor.
let me get this straight. Parang ang sinasuggest nyo po is that ang Kongreso, since it is the one who has this authority supposedly that was just delegated to the local government unit, can, on its own, affirm that that property has not been validly reclassified.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So that's a remedy na titingnan po namin, Madam. Thank you po, Attorney Cruz.
Mahaba na proseso yun.
Mr. Chair, I would just like to ask the questions from the COA. Madam COA, kindly confirm that in your fraud audit, the minimum bid price of 300 per square meter per year was deemed without factual or legal basis.
Yes, Your Honor.
It was solely based on Comnet's unsolicited offer. And that the fair market value was estimated at 2,016 per square meter per year. Tama po ba yung aming data?
The proposal po, Your Honor, the proposal of Comnet was 300 pesos per square meter per year, while the valuation of the special audit team was 2,016 pesos per square meter per year po. Yung 2016 po is coming from COA na po yun. Yun yung validation ng COA.
May I ask, in this kind of situation, dito po sa sitwasyon na ganito, since it was an unsolicited offer, at tinanggap naman ng local authorities of the municipality of Bawan, sino po ang may kwan dito? May problema?
Primarily po, it is the LGU po. Kasi the lease should have been made through public bidding po sana.
Primarily.
Yes po.
So, sino po yung secondarily?
Of course, the parties also, Your Honor.
The parties to the contract.
contracting parties, Your Honor.
To the contract.
Yes po.
Okay. may I know, yung 2016 per square meter per year, yun po ba ang nandun sa revenue code ng Municipality of Bawan?
Hindi po, Your Honor. The 2016 pesos is the validation of the special audit team as to the reasonableness of the contract price po or the rent per square meter per year po. Ang sa revenue code po kasi ng Bawan, the rate na nakalagay po doon sa revenue code of 2008 was 165 per square meter per week po.
So, if we follow that, magkano po sa isang taon yun?
A moment po, Your Honor. Your Honor, per the Municipality of Bawan Revenue Code, doon po sa 165 per square meter per week should have been per square meter per year is 7,920 pesos po.
7,020.
920 po.
920.
Okay. That's per revenue code. Kaya lang po, yung revenue code na yon, nag-issue ang Sangguniang Bayan decreasing the amount.
To what?
To 320 per square meter per year na lang po. So from 7,920, bumaba po siya ng 320 pesos na lang po per square meter per year. Now, per COA Special Audit Team validation, the right amount should have been 2,016 pesos po per square meter per year.
Now, did COA also find out whether yung pagpalit po ng from 7,920 to 320 ay ginawa lang dahil dito sa kontrata na ito? Did you look at this?
Yes, Your Honor. In fact, there was a question from someone from the from the LGU, questioning as to the reasonableness ng contract price. Now, because of that inquiry by the LGU, kaya po nagkaroon ng Sangguniang Bayan resolution authorizing the Sanggunian to decrease the rental rates. So it is as if because of this contract, the rate per square meter per year was adjusted in a lower price po.
To suit yung gusto ng mga parties.
It would seem that way po, Your Honor.
Thank you. Now, basing on this kind of finding, would you say that the contract signed by the parties would be grossly disadvantageous to the government?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. And therefore, liable po yung parties.
Tama po.
Thank you. Now, would it be true also that the mayor and the Sangguniang Bayan preempted the procurement process by entering into a memorandum agreement with COMNET before the BAC completed its post-qualification evaluations, thereby violating Republic Act 9184?
Yes, Your Honor. In fact, it is one of the major findings po ng Special Audit Team.
Okay. Thank you. Yung pong pagbaba, yung resolution ng Sanggunian na pagbaba from 7,920 to 320, ito po ba ay legal or illegal? Was it also included in your findings?
It was not categorically stated, Your Honor, but I think it is one of the functions of the Sanggunian, whether to increase or decrease their local taxes or revenues, Your Honor.
Thank you. Now, in your audit, I think, is this true? The ComNet's actual investment fell short of the required 60 million? Is that part of your report or findings? Could you pakipaliwanag po ito?
Okay. Based on the revenue code of the municipality of Bawan, and the Sanggunian resolution, the parties, the proponent, should have an investment of 50 million to be granted a lower rate of rent. 50 million po yon. However, nung nagkaroon na po ng contract ng MOA at contract of lease, ang Municipality of Bawan and ComNet, nilagay na po nila, instead of 50 million per revenue code, naging 60 million na po. So, inakyatan po nila yung investment na dapat i-put up ng ComNet. 60 million po yon. Kaya lang, based on the proposal pa lang po ito, yung nasubmit as one of the documentary requirements doon sa proposal na investment na yon, ang sinubmit po ng Adventureland based on the business permit nila, 56 million lang po yon. So, hindi pa rin po tumama doon sa 60 million na requirement.
Thank you, Madam Kowa. That would be all for this representation, Mr. Chairman, for COA. Marami pong salamat.
Thank you, Chairman Akop. Since Adventureland is present today, matanong lang po, anybody from Adventureland, do you confirm that indeed in the MOA, you should have invested at least 60 million, but the investment falls short of only 56.2 million? Anybody?
That's the initial investment that was
You're representing,
Adventureland.
and what is your position in the Adventureland?
Incorporator po, Your Honor.
Incorporator.
Opo. And current president.
You're the current president.
Opo.
Yung previous president, sino po?
Si Attorney Adorlito Hinete.
He's not present today.
Hindi po, Your Honor.
But during the signing of the MOA, are you also present and you signed the MOA also?
No, I was not
No.
a signatory.
So when was the time that you are part of the corporation of Adventureland?
As incorporator po ako.
Since the start of this transaction? O ngayon ka lang?
Hindi, noon po.
Noon pa?
Opo, incorporator po.
Thank you. Attorney, just to remind you, Attorney, you're just allowed to give legal advice to your client.
I understand, Your Honor. And by the way, Your Honor, I'm, with respect to Adventureland, I'm
Opo.
also part of the corporation, Your Honor.
Incorporator ka rin.
No, Your Honor, I'm the current corporate secretary, Your Honor.
You're the current corporate secretary. When was that?
Yes, Your Honor.
When? When did you assume?
2 years ago, Your Honor.
2 years ago. Thank you. Anyway, sir, so you confirm that the content of the MOA is supposedly should not be less than 60 million, and your investment is only 56.2 million.
That was the first investment, because that pertains to the structures alone, Your Honor. But we also have many equipment valued at more than the 60 if we add it to the structure.
Pero ano ba talagang laman ng MOA? Di ba dapat ang struktura?
Investment po ang nakalagay, Your Honor. Yun ang alam ko.
Kawa, can you please make clarification of the statement from Mr. Armando Casabal?
Okay. Your Honor, based on the contract, the proponents is required to submit, to propose an investment which could include structures. Kaya po doon sa proposal po nila, nag-submit sila ng structural specifications for the proposed two-story commercial complex with one-story basement. Ito po ang nagkakahalaga ng 56 million po. Proposal po nila ito.
Mr. Cabasal?
Ang nakalagay po doon sa, if I remember right, Your Honor, a development of the place not less than 60 million pesos.
So, pero based on the audit report, it's only 56.2. Ganun po ba?
Yes, Your Honor, based on their proposal, dito sa structural specifications, meron po kasi naka-attach na business permit issued by the Municipality of Bawan with a grand total cost of 56,208,705.04 po. So, kung ang requirement sa MOA or sa contract is 60 million, so medyo kulang po sila ng 4 million at least.
Thank you, Koa. Anyway, Mr. Tan, after discussing with regards to the Adventureland and Comnet, balikan lang po natin mamaya yung sa inyo po. No?
Yes po.
With the indulgence po. Thank you. Vice Chair Kit.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Adventureland, who's the counsel? Attorney Briones?
Yes, Your Honor.
Corsec ka ngayon, ano?
Yes, Your Honor.
Narinig mo yung Solgen, di ba? And the explanation of the Solgen na dapat the reclassification should have come prior to the development of that particular place.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anong mangyayari ngayon sa situation na yan? Po, na the Solgen says that it was technically void ab initio yung contract that was entered into by the LGU and your company.
Yes, Your Honor. For Adventureland and Comnet, which I represented during the last hearing, Your Honor, it is our opinion, Your Honor, that the contract, although based on the opinion of the Solicitor General, it was void ab initio. We believe that the same contract must be declared as void ab initio by a court of competent jurisdiction first. It does not, they cannot, as suggested, the Sangguniang cannot just order the demolition or declare for itself that the contract is void ab initio and of no effect. And secondly, Your Honor, we believe that since the other party to the contract is the municipality, we believe that the municipality cannot allege that the contract is void ab initio, being a party to the same contract, Your Honor. So that's our initial
naturally,
position on that.
walang any of the parties who would say na it's void ab initio. Tama po ba? Kasi both of you agreed, di ba, na ito
Yes, Your
yung
Honor.
i-enter. So it has to be somebody else who will question the legality of that particular contract. And that a court must first declare it to be void ab initio before it can be reverted back to its original use.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, itong the discussions right now was on the allegation of the lack of yung hindi inaabot yung threshold na how much, ilang million yun, Koa?
Based on the contract po, 60 million po.
60. Ang inabot niya lang is 56 point something. No? Yan na aspeto po. Ano pong masabi niya on that?
Yes, we believe that 60 million refers to the investment or total investment on the property, Your Honor.
So not just the cost of the structure.
We believe so, Your Honor, because the wordings of the Memorandum of Agreement refers not just to the infrastructure, Your Honor.
So other than the infrastructure itself, may iba pang ginastos si Adventureland.
Yes, Your Honor, because it's a hotel. So aside from the infrastructure, the furnitures, the fixture, and other expenses were not yet included in the 56 million being referred to in the audit findings, Your Honor.
How was it worded, yung 60 million threshold portion? Yun lang na portion po, if you can just enlighten me.
For a moment, Your
Yes, sir.
Honor.
Yes, madam. Mr. Chair, while waiting for the COA, can we go to Mr. Tan? O Lepa? May pa.
Please proceed.
Kasi he's here. Mr. Herbert Tan, sir.
Yes po.
Salamat po at nag-attend kayo. No? We've been looking for you. Kasi nga, medyo, how would you put it? Medyo controversial yung Aqua Data taking over the water district. And I want to clarify lang some things coming from your point of view as the representative or the president of Aqua Data.